I bet you didn't know this about the Army-Navy game. The Army-Navy game is one of the best traditions, not only in college football, but in America. It is one of the most exciting and fun sports to watch. It's also a throwback to very long ago when the Army-Navy game was a de facto national championship between two of the best programs in the sport. It's not the case anymore, but there's just so much history. First, in 1893, after the first 4 Army-Navy games, the game was deemed too unsafe by President Grover Cleveland to attend future games, and the matchup was prohibited. Apparently, there was a lot of bloodied players, there were a lot of fights between fans, and apparently at one point, an Army general and a Navy admiral nearly dueled to the death over the game. Eventually, in 1897, Teddy Roosevelt wrote a letter that urged the reinstatement of the game. In 1899, it was reinstated, but it ended up being even more dangerous. But that was one of the biggest catalysts for Roosevelt pushing for changes to happen in college football that made it safer. To date, there have only been 10 sitting presidents that have attended the Army-Navy game, that being Teddy Roosevelt, Woodrow Wilson, Calvin Coolidge, Harry S. Truman, John F. Kennedy, Gerald Ford, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump. Harry Truman is actually the president that holds the record for the most games attended by a sitting president. Harry Truman actually holds the record for the most games attended by a sitting president with 7 instances. And last, there's a tradition that happens with this game that was started by Teddy Roosevelt, in which the sitting president, when he attends the game, will sit on one side of the stadium and then at halftime go to the other side of the stadium so he's not playing favorites between Army and Navy.